Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese and welcome back to our YogBox Let's Play survival adventure where we recently discovered a wonderful little village that we decided to set up shop in, and just last night we watched this fella transform from a werewolf into a man, and the issue is if we just leave him alone, he will eventually turn back. Now, I'm used to them making some kind of noise when you attack them, but gosh darn it, the sound is just not working properly, I think we've noticed. Most of the monsters don't make noise when you attack them, or when they attack you for that matter. And, like, there's some sound effects, but not a lot, and I've gone into the settings and checked, and it kind of looks like everything is the way it's supposed to be, so I don't know what's going on. What I do know is that if we want to be able to make mud bricks for this village and increase our reputation with them, we're going to need to fell way more trees and collect the wood and sell that back to the village for denier, which we can then use to buy the mud brick thing, like the mold, and then we need to use, we looked up the recipe last time and it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a trick, but we're going to figure this out, okay? I would love to fell this entire large tree here. Oh my gosh, it didn't let me do that before with a different style of tree that we cut down, but I think that might have been it right there. I think that might have been enough trees, enough logs to sell back to the village that we should be just fine. If we head back now, we should be able to buy the mud brick, I'm reckoning. Now, what you don't know is that in between cutting that tree down and right now, I actually paused the recording and went and ate some lunch. I was gone for about an hour, but we're just resuming right where we left off. I need to be careful about how I open this door. I don't want to harm anyone, but I think I need to get inside, unless one of you was the one I was speaking to last night. I can't quite tell. It doesn't look like it. I'm not sure who those individuals are. Oh, good. All the textures are broken again. Love to see that. Is this a connected textures issue, do we think? I suppose it could be. I guess one thing we could try real quick is we could go into our video settings and go into our other. I don't think it's other. I think it's not performance either. Is it quality? Connected textures off? And then maybe do a quick relog? Let's do a quick relog. Oh no! Oh, the chests look alright. Oh no! Oh, it's gotta be one of the settings. It's got to be something in here. I wish there was a button to reset everything back to default, but I don't know what button that would be. Okay, we're doing another quick relog. Okay, everything is working now, for the time being. Everything looks different though too, doesn't it? I did make one change that I hadn't done before under our video settings, is I did set VSync on, which should have been on this whole time. I don't know why it wasn't. And then I enabled something else, OpenGL. I set it to fancy. So, you know, I'm not sure if that's going to make any difference. These two look entirely different. Oh, there's three of them out there. I was going to say they were wearing the same clothes, but now there's three of them. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, hi, how are you? You're bobbing your head up and down. Looks like you're having a great time. Would you like to buy some wood from me, please? I would. Oh, what can we buy here? We can get an oh, I'm sorry? We can buy a villager. I'ma say let's not do that. Seems a little inappropriate, all things considered. We could buy a building. Again, I mean, that's more reasonable. We could buy some objects. Eventually we can get a scroll, but I don't know what to do with them. Let's just keep selling the wood, because we're gonna eventually get to a point. And of course, we can always come and buy this stuff back if we need to. It's almost like storing it, right? It's almost like putting it in a bank, where we put the items in, and then if we want to get them back out, we have these banknotes in the form of over a stack now of denier, which, I mean, and that's not exactly how it works. What we've actually done is we've gotten money. I feel like we should have more than that, though. Do we have to? Oh, it converted it to an argent. That's great. What we want, though, is the brick mold. Thank you. That's very expensive, but we're going to go attempt to use that. And so what we need in our inventory now in order to make this is we're going to need mud and sand. We have sand. I'm not mud, sorry, I apologize. We're going to need dirt. Our shovel has seen better days, but I think we could probably just pick up some dirt here from, like, right on the coast, and it should be fine. Get the sand, too. Yeah, everything does look a little bit different here, doesn't it? Okay. And then what we want to do is just right-click on the ground here. Oh, good, the texture doesn't work. That's delightful. That's wonderful. How many more of these can I make? I guess that's it, huh? You need dirt and sand? Well, what did we run out of? Presumably dirt? Cool. How many of these mud bricks? I keep hitting that button to sprint, and that does not work. That just zooms us in here. I kind of feel creepy doing that, though, to a bunch of girls. Let's not do that anymore. They're going to need a lot more than 5. They need 39, so I suppose that's what we're going to do now, is we're going to run around with our shovel. You know what? It would be great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, are these other broken textures? Okay. Is this because of something that I did? I really want the game to work properly. It's really upsetting me that it doesn't. Alright, I know we're like several episodes into this. We're almost at the end. I probably shouldn't be concerned about it anymore. Oh! Oh! I turned off better grass. Hold on, let's try it again though. Let's turn it... Hold on a minute. Video settings. Where was that at? Was that under quality? Better grass. Okay, yeah, see, that's broken. That's entirely broken. That's fine. Okay, we'll leave better grass off. Connected textures, can I turn that back on? Kinda looks like I can. Random mobs, can I turn that back on? That was fun. I don't know if turning that back on is gonna cause a problem. There's a lot of other things that I turned off throughout the course of this that I'm gonna just... We'll have to wait and see what happens. But, oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, should we... You know what? Let's go ahead and turn random mobs back off. I don't know if that's the cause of this. I have no idea. Oh, good, they're all broken. Turn it back on. Let's do a quick relog. Please be a person. There we go, actual children. We love to see it. Okay, is everything good in the world? Is everything fine? I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go across the river here and we're gonna start a mine. I don't want to do it in the village because I'm worried that the village might expand and then my mine will get destroyed, or worse, my mine will interfere with the expansion of the village in some weird way and then everyone will die and it'll be a tragedy. So what we need is we need more iron because all of our iron tools are about to be like a knot, and then what we also need is a place where we can kind of sleep at night, because I'm starting to realize that we don't have a house and hanging out in other villagers' houses. I think we can eventually buy a house in the village. I do think that that is an option that will get opened up to us, but we just need a place that we can call our own. So I'm going to set up some torches here, and then we're going to kind of dig into the mountain, and we're going to dig up all of this coal, because that'll be super useful. But we are going to also want to dig deep and find iron and find gold and find all of that good stuff. We should probably build a door. We're going to want to repair all of our tools because our tools are starting to go away too. We're going to need a place to store stuff because we're going to run out of storage space as well, I'm starting to realize. So probably need to... Fortunately, we did already build a crafting table, which we'll just plop down right here. And again, we'll put a torch on top of it. No, we won't. The game shan't allow it. The game says no, and we have to respect that sometimes. Not really respect it, more so put up with it. I think a lot of times people say we have to respect something, when the reality is it is neither deserving of respect, nor do we really respect it. What we actually have to do is just kind of deal with the fact that it's a thing. So we're going to build a chest, and we're going to plop that down here next to the crafting table. We can throw things like the soul sand in there and the saplings. Take out our bed. I think we are going to want to set up a bed down here. So we'll have kind of not just somewhere to sleep, but somewhere to sort of reset spawn at this point. Because going back all the way to our, like right outside our friend's house, or worse, the Red Tower, would be awful at this point. So I do think we actually have to sleep in it as well, which is unfortunate. Let's build a door or two, probably 2, so that we have like a nice big double door. That was 1. I'm used to modern Minecraft. You get 3 doors. So there we go. We'll place these down like so. That's... I mean, it looks nice, except for the fact that, you know, it doesn't. So we'll have to move it over slightly. Do I have an axe? Got an axe to grind here. Lovely. And there we go. There is the start of our underground mine slash house, and now I guess we just kind of go in this direction. We are eventually going to probably want to build a better pickaxe, or a new pickaxe, because ours is starting to go the way of the dodo. That is to say, it's about to be extinct, which is a tragedy. Is it true that the dodo went extinct because they were very delicious? Or is it true that maybe dogs ate them all? I can't remember. The dodo, it didn't go extinct as far back as I believe people think that it did. Wasn't it here when people started exploring the New World? I can't remember. I feel like that's one, though, where it's like, oh no, the dodo was there. It was just really tasty. I might be making that up. That could be apocryphal. I don't want to spread apocryphal information and have it be taken as fact, and then have you go around and tell people that false, incorrect information. and it'd be my fault that people just believe it without question, because people will do that. You can make things up and tell it to people. They'll believe it without question. They'll tell other people. Those people will know better and correct them, and then they will argue with each other for some asinine reason. This is something that I've complained about many times in life. This is an issue that I have with humanity as a whole. The fact that you can just sort of make things up, people will believe it without question, and then they will act as if they are experts on the subject matter, and anyone who tells them they are wrong, they will have this like pitched, heated argument with, "No, it's not!" It's like, what is your source on this information? Some random guy told me. And I took it as true. This is how, like, in so many places, people think that it's illegal to collect rainwater. It's mostly not in the US. It depends on what state you're in. And even then, most states, it's just outright legal, or it's legal with a permit or some kind of restrictions, but for the most part, it's not illegal. Now go tell, like, your crazy uncle that. Your crazy uncle will argue with you. His source will be, "I've always heard that," and he will not accept when you, like, show him the actual proof that it isn't. Why? Because he's just always been told that. And the fact that, you know, you might need to not just take what people tell you at face value, it's just baffling to me that people will not only believe that, but then they'll argue about it. Like, it's fine if you hear something from someone and you think, like, well, there's no reason for me to doubt them. That's fine. But if someone comes along and says, "I actually know better," why are you arguing with them? You're not an expert with this information. There's no reason for you to believe it with, like, to such a degree that you're going to fight about it. It doesn't make any sense. People will do this, though. And that's what's awful about people. People will just do this nonsense. So what we need to do is find iron. That is our actual focus. I see that outside it is now dark, and we're just going to ignore that and carry on. We're going to keep digging. It's getting dark inside of here too. Again, we're not going to ignore that. We're going to put down a torch, but then we are focused mostly on digging right now. We do need to sleep. Should we make this another extended episode? We had one of those previously. I think we'll do it again right now, because this is a great opportunity for me to go ahead and sleep and reset my spawn, and then we'll have a whole other day here in the wonderful world of Minecraft. Although, we are kind of synced up on our days now, aren't we? Because before, the day in the top corner didn't actually represent the episode, because I think you start on day 0, not on day 1, and now we finally got them synced up again. So maybe we won't do that. But look, I've said that this is going to be a mini-series, but if you folks enjoy it and you want to see more, comment down below. I'll just keep recording. I am having quite a bit of fun here, and I think there's quite a bit more fun to be had. That's dumb and bad, and I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Okay, well now I've put myself in a real pickle, so I understand why I didn't do that initially. We do still have a wooden pickaxe that we can use, as well as a stone one. No, I'm sorry, what we actually broke there was our... Oh, we actually have a couple of wooden pickaxes. Oh gosh, okay. Well, what we actually need right now is a shovel, and the best thing that we can make that out of is, regrettably, not gravel. And I don't mean, like, regrettably, I wish I could make one out of gravel. What I was going to say was stone, but then what I picked up was gravel, and so therefore that was what was on the tip of my tongue. That is the word that came out for whatever reason. This is unfortunate here. I'll tell you what, eventually that's going to be a stair anyway, and all of these are going to be stairs once we clear it all away, so that's fine. We're just going to leave it like that. It looks weird and wrong, but such is life. We are going to go ahead, though, and we are going to go ahead and break this pickaxe. We're just going to keep digging. I don't know if the goal is to make it all the way to bedrock. Surely not, but that's what we're currently kind of doing, not intentionally, mind you. That is not what I set out to do. Oh my gosh, it's so slow. It's so unbelievably slow. We're going to be at this for literal years of our lives. The days of our lives are going to pass by. Oh. Okay. I don't know what that is or what it's for, but we're going to leave it alone because it makes an excellent light source. I don't even know what level I'm at. I'd imagine I'm pretty far down at this point. Should we start, like, branch mining and trying to see if we can't locate some iron? We could do that. Let's make a proper landing here. Let's do that. We're going to clear away all of this stone. We'll do it right here next to this lovely light source, and then we're going to do a little bit of branched mining. Remember, all I want to get out of this is iron. Once we have iron, we can go back up to the surface. We can continue whatever we were doing. We really do need to find another source of iron. So we're going to dig in this direction. We're going to go about 3 high or so, and we're just going to set our sights on going forward and hope that we come across some iron. It would be weird if we were in some kind of bizarro biome where there was no iron. Now, once we find iron, it should be noted there's nothing we can do about it. We cannot collect the iron because at the present we only have a wooden pickaxe. We're down to our second of the 2 wooden pickaxes we had on our person. Is this a different type of stone or just a different color because we're getting so far into the deep underground that it's getting dark? I actually don't know. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't like the idea of being... Oh, okay, I was just digging that out to place a torch. But there we go. We'll excavate around the iron, and then we'll go back upstairs, and what we'll do is we'll build a new pickaxe out of cobblestone, so we can come back down here and then use the cobblestone pickaxe to collect the iron and go back upstairs and build an iron pickaxe, and we'll continue mining until we get... See, what's great about this right now is that we are so far underground that we don't have to worry about the monsters outside. We can just enjoy peacefully excavating until daytime. I think if I was going to do a real series here, where I actually played through the game properly and not doing this sort of wacko, silly challenge, what I would probably actually do is sleep through the nights, because that keeps the worst of the worst from spawning. And then, aside from that, just focus on just playing Minecraft regularly. I'd be curious in checking out the sort of, the YogBox 2 that came out, which, as I understand it, was not licensed. That implies some sort of exchange of currency, but it was sort of approved by the Yogscast, by the individual who created it on their behalf. It exists. We'll get into that. There's some lore there that I think is quite amusing that we could go over, but I would be interested in checking that out because it's a slightly newer version. It probably has the mouse tweaks we're looking for. Something else I'd love to do, I'd like to take a look at a really old version of this. Something from back in beta days, like before there was hunger. Of course, you can just get older versions of Minecraft, but I don't really know about older mod packs. I don't know if people bothered saving those or if those have been lost to time. But I would absolutely love, if it's possible, to track down sort of the first iteration of this mod pack. I think that would be really, really cool to have a look at what the YogBox was a long time ago. I think I keep calling it something else too. I think I've accidentally a couple of times now referred to it as like the Yog pack or something like that, which is not what it's called. I might be wrong. This is gravel. All of this is gravel. What we need is cobblestone. There we go. Make some stairs. Probably make more stairs than that. And then also make a pickaxe. Hopefully the last one we'll ever need to make out of cobblestone. That would be swell, wouldn't it? On our way down, I think we'll go ahead and also finish the stairway. So we'll have a fast way back up with our treasure haul. And it's going to look really nice. I think this is going to be great. Again, I just hope the village doesn't expand in this direction, and if they do, that's going to be a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, I would love to... I'll tell you what, there was another Minecraft mod pack, the first Minecraft mod pack. This was one of the first that I remember ever existing, but the actual first, I'm pretty sure Simon from the Yogscast did a video about it. I think it was called, like, WoW? That's what I call Minecraft? Maybe? Like the WoW, that's what I call music collection? Is that what those CDs were called back in the day? If you're old like me, you'll remember. You'll know what I'm talking about. But it was a wacky mod pack, let me tell you. It had all kinds of crazy things in it, and it looked very different. I think a lot of mod packs back in the day were kind of scary almost, because Minecraft was kind of scary. Minecraft was the kind of game where you didn't really know what was going on in the game. And yeah, Herobrine could exist. He didn't. He never did. I don't care what anyone tells you. Herobrine was never actually in the game. But what was creepy about Herobrine was that the game was just kind of creepy. And it was like, you know what? It's so dark and it's so lonely. I could believe that this character, this notion of a guy who just stands right on the corner of your vision and watches you from a distance, that could be a thing. And it's kind of creepy to think about even right now, because I know for a fact it's not. But even as I dig, I'm starting to feel goosebumps, because I'm talking about it, forming on my flesh. Any minute now, I could just turn around at the end of this hallway. There could be something. There's not. But imagine if there was. So creepy. That was the good old days of Minecraft, man. That was the vibe. It reminds me, there is actually a Minecraft mod pack out now that goes back to beta 1.7 and basically branches the game off to form an entirely different kind of game. It's like, this is the direction Minecraft could have gone if it had kept getting good updates instead of what we ended up getting, which is... I don't dislike modern Minecraft. I know that Mojang, not even Mojang, Microsoft insists that Minecraft is a kid's game. And I think that is very telling of how they view the property and why they get Minecraft wrong, and why a lot of the updates that they do these days are kind of terrible. Notch did not make Minecraft to be a kid's game. Oh, it appealed to children in the same way that Legos do, sure. But if you look at what Minecraft was, Notch was an adult. He's making a game for his fellow grown-ups, and it definitely appeals to the more adult audience. You know, it's not an adult game, you know, there's no creepers running around, you know, shaking their fannies or anything like that. But it is a game that, like, Paul Soares Jr. was the first person to ever make a Minecraft video. A grown adult. The majority of the people watching it, grown adults. The Yogscast, grown adults. Me, at the time, watching it, a teenager, I think it was like 17 or 18. But, you know, the fact remains that Minecraft was not meant to be for kids, but it kind of explains why the updates suck now. It's because Microsoft and Mojang just don't understand what this game is, what made it good. They've gotten rid of that kind of creepy, lonely atmosphere, and in its place, we've got a game that is just not what it used to be. It kind of falls short of what it once was. And I do believe that is in large part due to the fact that they just don't know what they're doing. Now, there's something scary outside, and we're gonna go deal with it because it's morning. What is it? It's a rat! Well, that was a day in the mines, everyone. Thank you for watching. Oh, good, the textures are still broken. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.